Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to another J Club podcast. I am your host, Alex, with my other hosts.
Hi everyone, it's Eva.
What's up, my peeps? It's Jess.
We are here today to hopefully bring more topic on the Halloween spirit, fall season, whatever you may want to call it. Okay? Now, we hope that you all enjoy and take a walk with us through this episode. It's quite interesting. We got a few topics. We're going to be talking about dreams, nightmares, the nightmare realm, if you want to call it, whatever it may be, however you call it. We all know that dreams happen to scare us a lot. It's very scary. Dreams always have an impact on us, especially with our imagination. Then our second topic is going to be a little bit more on trick-or-treating, but more in the depth of like tips and tricks or ideas that we may have to do trick-or-treating if it were to come back, but with like restrictions. So our first topic today is all about nightmares and the nightmare realm. And from the last video, Jessica said that she had quite an interesting nightmare to discuss with us. Would you like to enhance yourself into the nightmare realm?
Yes, Jesse, please do.
Thanks,
Don't sound like a
everyone.
robot.
Thank you for the warm
Jesse.
welcoming.
You.
I know.
So,
Okay.
yeah, Jessica, take the lead.
Alright, well, my dream's quite simple, but, how do I start it off? Basically, I woke up in my dream. Let me clarify that.
She woke up, folks. She woke up to reality. Scary.
I woke up in my dream, and I couldn't move. I couldn't really talk. I couldn't do anything. I could only look around. And then I saw a shadow appear in the doorway. And then it moved closer, and I couldn't really do anything. And it like stopped like 2 feet in front of me. And then I like fell asleep or whatever in my dream, and I woke up again in my dream. Now this goes from a nightmare to a little bit weird, but still a nightmare. I woke up in an airport, and I was confused, but then I heard like people screaming, and I was like, "What? Like, what's going on?" And then, okay, everyone can judge me in the comments for this, but apparently BTS was there. Judge me how you want. I'll fight you back.
BTS, woohoo!
Not the topic right.
Alright, sorry.
And so I was like freaking out, and I was like, "Oh my god, wow!" And then I went to go like greet them or whatever, and then one of the members came up to me, and he was like, "Oh, hey, like what's Gucci?" And I was like, "Hey, like I need help." And then like before he could even do anything, like he turned into the shadow guy, and I freaked out, and I went to go run away. And when I went to go run away, I fell. Like, you know those cheesy movies with like the blonde chick like
She-
trips over nothing and she
Damsel in
just falls.
distress.
Yeah, so that's what happened to me, and I couldn't get up. Like I was paralyzed again. And then this time, the little creepy like shadow man, he like got on top of me and like touched my forehead or whatever, and I woke up and I was freaking out. I was scared.
Wait, how are you able to move though?
What do you mean?
Didn't you say that you weren't able to move, right?
Yeah, I
Sleep
wasn't.
paralysis. But how'd you fall then?
No, because I
You
said
technically
no.
counts as moving.
No,
You liar.
no. I said I fell asleep in my dream.
Okay.
So
Right.
like what before it could touch me, this is all in my dream. Before it
Right.
could touch me, I fell asleep, and I woke back up in the airport, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can move!" And I saw the shadow man like far away in the distance, and I was like, "Oh shoot, like I need to run!" And then they were like, "BTS, woo!" And me being me, I was like, "Wait, BTS what? Like this nightmare can wait." And so then I ran off, but then like let me clarify, it was Jimin that turned into the shadow man.
Yeah,
And-
you got preferences.
Wow.
And he turned into the shadow man, and then I tried to run away, and then like I was a blonde chick for a moment, and I fell, and then that's when I fell paralyzed again, and I was like, "Oh, fun!" And then he touched my forehead, and then I woke up. Listen, if you were me,
It's creepy.
if you were
It is
me,
interesting.
you'd be scared too.
Like the cat.
Wow, that went into the corner.
I see it.
Anyways,
I think it.
Okay, that was.
don't flick your bottle caps everywhere. I have enough bottles as it is. Anyways, well, that was an interesting dream. I was hoping for it to be longer and have a little
nightmare.
scary, but
It was spooky.
Okay.
You guys just don't have
Yeah.
souls.
no.
You want to hear something spooky? I
You-
woke up and I saw your face.
Oh wow.
You know, I have to wake up for that. Your face gives me the nightmares already. It's fine.
Mom, do you hear him? Are you hearing him, Mom? Are you hearing this?
Alrighty. Okay. Moving on.
Mom,
Ah.
you have a nightmare.
Yeah,
that you would
Mom.
Like to relish
What about
upon.
you?
Okay, yeah. There was one.
Just one? That was it? Your entire life? That's
Well,
crazy.
I mean, I've
For
had
53 years of
several-
living, only one?
53?
Excuse
I'm
me.
kidding. I know it's 45. I'm kidding. I love you.
Alrighty then. Remember,
Alrighty then.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah. Guess it's getting cold for Christmas, y'all. Anyways.
Okay, yeah. I had a few, yes, nightmares
Right.
when I was younger. I kind of, similar to Jesse's, but
You dreamt
you
of
know,
BTS as well?
without
Who doesn't?
without
Who
the whole BTS deal.
Listen, who
okay?
doesn't? Okay, this
You
episode.
know, but I would say yes. When I went to sleep, I had a nightmare of actually, dreaming that I was running down a highway.
Spooky.
And pitch black, no lights, just running. And then next thing you know, I see this bright light, like
You
in
saw
a distance.
Just stupid.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I seen this bright light in the distance, and knowing that it could possibly be a car. And as I was running, it just seemed like it was getting further and further away. And next thing I know, something is like chasing me. It was, you can hear like the growling and snarling, like it getting closer, but I was not moving. Like, you're running in place. That's how it was. That's what my worst nightmare was just running, trying to get away from this creature of some sort. And I just couldn't get away from it because it was like I was just running in place and felt frozen, and then trying to scream for help, and I was screaming for help, and nothing was coming out of my mouth.
I hate when that
No
happens.
sound whatsoever. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's.
What'd you eat?
before bedtime.
I wanted to ask earlier, but
Yeah, that was something that
You know,
occurred.
I don't remember. That was like a
Me and
long
Jessica
time
have done
ago.
experiences of that. Or we did not experiences.
We
Experimented.
So, okay, quick breakdown before Alex tells his.
Yeah.
A long time ago, Alex, correct me if I'm wrong, said he ate Takis and he had a nightmare. And so he always told me, don't ever eat Takis or anything spicy before bed or else you will get nightmares. But I always ate Takis before bed and nothing always happened. So then he told me that he ate something sweet the day before and he had a weird dream and he never dreams. So I was like, okay, let's experiment. So I had Takis at the time and we had chocolate. So he ate chocolate before bed. I ate Takis. Yes, we're unhealthy, but who cares? Experiment. But Alex had chocolate and I had Takis. And then the next day, I didn't dream and Alex didn't dream. So it kind of
Took
messed
away our
up
experiment.
a whole entire experiment. And we were like, well, that was for nothing.
It made no sense. It was weird. But yeah, I mean, it's true. Yeah, we did dream different dreams after eating something, but I don't, I don't understand it. But then we tried to actually induce a nightmare, and it didn't work. So, I mean, if y'all want to give it a try, go for it. I recommend eating Takis because that gave me a horrible ass nightmare.
Do it safely.
Please. Like, if you don't like nightmares, don't eat before bed. And if you have a very active imagination, don't sleep before bed.
I think that
Just don't
might be
sleep.
the key is not to eat before bed.
But see, what me and Jessica's experiment didn't. It kind of proved that wrong. I like debunked it. It was like I ate a whole Kit Kat bar.
You're wrong.
I ate a whole Kit Kat bar. Jessica ate like 3 different buffalo wings, and
Hey.
nothing happened.
We quit on talking about
Same difference. Spicy food. So spicy food and chocolate or sweets, whatever it may be, doesn't always seem to work for like inducing a dream. It seemed to work the nights before though, like the 2 nights before that we actually decided to actually try to induce a nightmare. Like we weren't trying to get nightmares before or dreams before, but then all of a sudden, boom, we got dreams from after food. Then when we tried, nothing.
And maybe it was on mine that was like, oh, they're trying to do this. So my mind was like, nah, let's just
subconscious is like no.
exactly.
Could be.
I mean, it may well. I mean, I don't know. But just because it's true, I don't dream. I hardly dream. I fall asleep. Next thing you know, I'm waking up at 3:00 in the morning. Like it's like teleportation. It's really crazy. Like if y'all don't dream, hit that like button. If y'all do dream, leave a comment.
If you do dream, hit that like button. If you don't dream, still hit that like
No.
button.
Please leave a comment.
Yeah, let me know because I personally don't dream all that much. I very rarely have a dream that's either weird, good, or a nightmare. I mean, just I don't know. I don't hardly ever dream. So yeah, if y'all don't dream, let me know. If y'all do dream, let us know what your dreams have been. Any nightmares, any good dreams that you liked, anything. Really.
Most recent nightmare, most recent dream.
Anything. I mean, everyone's got different imaginations, different subconsciouses and stuff like that. So, are we going into my dream? Do y'all want me?
Yeah.
Y'all want to just tell me my
Yes.
dream?
Okay. Your nightmare.
We do.
Nightmare, right? Okay. Hey, I listened to yours. Yours was like horrible.
Listen, it scarred me, bro. It scarred
Well,
me.
sleep paralysis is a thing. Yeah, for sure.
Mine was more scarred.
Oh, you want to hear about scarring? Just let
me.
me hold up. Let me tell you about my dream.
He's
Okay.
gonna be like, I fell asleep.
And I woke up.
And then I woke up.
Reality.
Terrifying.
It was reality. I had to go to school.
Well,
I
I
would
kind of
cry.
had this dream that I had, or nightmare, I should say. It impacted me so much that I don't have underneath, like I don't have a bed frame. There's no space underneath where I sleep. Like this is how bad it caused me to be. So in my dream, this was a few years ago. In my dream, I was laying down and I happened to wake up. Okay, and at the time we had a bed frame, or I had a bed frame, I should say. I had a bed frame, and we had a ton of toys and boxes underneath our bed because we were lazy kids. Then I saw a light come out from my door. So I got up, and I happened to walk out, and there was nothing there. I saw a light come from the bathroom. I went over to the bathroom. Nothing there, of course. Then I hear this awful scratching, hissing sound. I didn't know what it was, didn't know where it was coming from. So I look everywhere around the house and nothing. Like I didn't know where it was coming from and whatnot. So I hopped back on my bed, laid down, and then I started hearing this awful, just like hissing. It wasn't even like a snake hiss or like a cat hiss. It was something completely like opposite. Like it was so weird. It was so nightmare inducing, I guess you can call it. So I'm laying there hearing this sound. I don't know what to do. I don't know where it's coming from. And the only thing I can think of is under my bed. And it's dark. I mean, it's really dark in my room. Like when we had no TV on, hardly ever watched TV at all. And I got up, and I got onto the floor and I started looking underneath the bed again, it's pitch black. I can't see none. The only thing I can see is about an inch in front of me, which is my bed frame, because my face is right up against it, trying to look underneath the bed. And I see these two red glowing eyes and these big sharp claws, and that was the only thing I saw. I could have you would think hissing, you think a cat, or you think a big cat like a panther, a cougar, whatever you want to call it. And this thing was just hissing, snarling, whatever you want to call it. It didn't want me. And then it finally lunged at me, and the next thing you know, I wake up on my bed frame trying to scream. Like I literally was. So I missed a few. So I actually skipped a few bits of my dream. When I was looking at this cat, and it appeared, I started screaming, and that's when it lunged at me. Like it was wanting me to stop screaming. And then when I woke up, my mouth was open, and I wasn't able to say anything. Like I was out of breath. Like I don't know about y'all, but that would scare me enough to not have a bed frame anymore, and I don't. Okay, I seriously don't have a bed frame. That's why I never have anything underneath my bed anymore. Not saying I'm scarred, even though I don't have a bed frame. Don't take that into context. But I mean, it's scary to think that something could get into your house that can fit underneath something that you don't even know, your dresser, desk, bed frame, like anything. You know, it is scary, like especially an animal, because animals are everywhere. You know, a person's harder to squeeze into small spaces, but animals, I mean, a raccoon can hop into you through your window, and you would never know.
You right?
You know,
True.
And next thing you know, you got them going through your in-house garbage can, and you don't know what's making all that. And then next thing you know, it falls over the trash can. You see a raccoon, you don't know what to do. It hisses at you and starts running at you. You don't know what to do. You got no broom.
How these go from nightmares to dealing with raccoons?
It's just an example, because in my dream, like it scared me so much to think that a big animal like that can get into my room, hide underneath my bed, and if it's hungry, it's hungry. And if it hears you scream, it'll kill you. You know?
I mean, I know my beginning was a little bit cringy and like ew. Listen, but it did continue. I remember this because I did tell you guys. I remember I told you, but it scared me so bad that that's why I can't really sleep facing like doorways anymore. Not just because of the beginning one, but I was sleeping. I was taking a nap after school, and I was sleeping. Where I was my back was to the wall, and I was facing the doorway, and I fell asleep. But I woke up again. I couldn't move and everything. The dogs were still around me, like they were laying by me and all that. But again, the same shadow guy or whatever it was in the doorway again, and I was just like, I'm home alone, and I was like, I can't scream because no one's gonna hear me. And I remember in my dream, I tried so hard to move my mouth, like to scream, and I could move my mouth, but I couldn't move anything else. And I was screaming, but I couldn't, like how you said earlier, like nothing would come out. That's what was happening. And I started freaking out even more because it started getting closer and closer, and it started mumbling things, but I couldn't hear it because I was too focused on trying to scream. And it started mumbling, and then when I woke up, I was screaming. Like I started to scream when I woke up, and all the dogs were staring at me, and I was freaking out. And now every time I'm home alone, I can never be in like a solid bedroom by myself because it's terrified me so much.
Because you're not afraid of the dark. You're afraid of what's in the dark.
Exactly.
No, I'm afraid of the dark. No, I'm afraid of the dark. I'll admit that loud and proud. I am afraid of the dark.
Well, I mean, but
I would say, yeah. I'm afraid of the dark too.
You're afraid of bed
to
frames.
a certain
no, not
extent.
bed frames. I'm afraid of something underneath my bed frame, underneath my bed, anything that's a crevice, anything can lurk.
You're afraid of bed frames.
I'm not afraid of bed frames. Sure, they hurt my shin sometimes, but hey, we're dumb kids.
You're afraid of the space under the bed.
Claustrophobic.
That's what I said.
Oh, that's a small space. That is a small space.
Yeah, it's a claustrophobic space. I'm not saying I'm claustrophobic because I don't mind small spaces.
Tremendous
Excuse me.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah, I mean, being on the highway and stuff, I mean, like, that'd be scary because imagine, like, breaking down and being, like, nowhere, you know, and then just all of a sudden just darkness, and then next thing you know, you hear this god awful sound, and you don't know what's going on. All you
We
see
all
is
deal with the dark except for Mother over here, who saw the shining light of aliens.
Hey, I'm afraid of the dark too, okay? I just don't show it. Because I don't want you guys to be afraid of the dark.
You're afraid. You had me kill a tiny spider before.
Listen,
Like
I
that's
don't
not even
blame you for
that's not even
that.
that scary. At least you know you can kill it. The darkness is always there.
You're right. You're right. You're
So,
right.
I mean, like,
But
go on.
you can technically kill darkness by
But
the light.
flashlight.
By
But then a flashlight's like a directional beam of light. What if like it's not wide enough, and next thing you know something's like right next to you? You don't even know. It could be like a spirit. It could be like a little claw or something. I don't know.
I love how confident you started off. A
Oh.
little claw, a little spit. I don't know. I don't know.
Sure that light obviously overpowers darkness, but I mean, like, come on.
Darkness is still scary.
Truly.
Sometimes.
What's up with the one response? The darkness is truly scary. Truly. Sometimes.
Because look, we all have our different preferences. I mean, a lot of people aren't afraid of the dark. And there's-
Exactly. There
Like,
are
I'm
some
not-
people that are not afraid of the dark.
I'm not a horrified or afraid of the dark. I like prefer light over the darkness, but I'm not
I
afraid of
will
the dark.
proudly admit that if you put me in a dark room by myself, I will cry. I will proudly admit that I'm so petrified of the dark that if you guys were to close that door and shut off the light and leave me here by myself,
I've seen it
I
happen.
will cry.
I've seen it happen. I turned off the light, closed the door for a second. Next thing you know, she was in the living room before I was. I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
I don't mess with
She was
the
the
dark.
Flash.
She was out of there in the flash. I'm telling you, I don't know. But if y'all are afraid of the dark, let us know. If you're not, then you don't have to.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll live longer. You will live longer.
There's a bunch of fears. If there's any fears that you all have, we'll probably talk about fears in another podcast episode. Because
Yes.
fears are very scary. I mean, they cause a lot of imagination to run wild,
Exactly.
They even
Anxiety
cause
and- yeah.
nightmares and stuff. So, I mean, it's fears are horrible. But we'll talk about that in the next episode. For now, let's go into our second topic, which is back to trick-or-treating. Now, this is more about this year of how the pandemic has been and caused us to be very homebound. It has been very stressful for a lot of us because a lot of us love to go out and have fun with friends and family, whatever the case may be. Go out, go to the beach, the theme parks, have some thrill rides and stuff. But unfortunately, at the time right now that we are in this pandemic, we can't do any of that. Can't do none of that. And from LA County, where we live, we have been told that Halloween is technically canceled, if you want to call it that, canceled.
Cancel
What do you say?
I said cancel her.
Cancel her. But trick-or-treating has been, trick-or-treating in specific has been canceled. Halloween, technically, if you're going to be at home, y'all can watch scary movies, eat candy, get pizza, whatever the case may be. Personally, that's what we're going to do. A lot of candy, pizza, a few movies. I don't know, whatever else we got going on. But yeah, so trick-or-treating, we're here to talk about and give our opinions about it. Because from a family that loves to have dress up as characters that we love or eat candy, just go out and be a family, like, it's going to be a tough year, because we can't go out. And it's going to be tough for everybody because whoever's got newborn kids or wants to start a family or has a family who wants to go out and trick-or-treat to dress up, like, it's kind of been stunted at the moment, So, Jess, what's your opinion on the whole trick-or-treating being canceled per se?
I don't like it. But if it's for our safety, I don't have a say in it. But I'm not happy.
Right. I mean, most of us wouldn't be.
But I am.
But personally, I've stopped trick-or-treating when I was like 13, 14.
I will never stop trick or treating. You'll see me 99 years old with my little walker.
99 years old.
I'll be a little walk. I'll have my little walker with my sheet over my head with the 2 holes. I'll be a little ghosty. You'll see me going up to doors saying trick or treat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
good.
I can believe that. So.
Right? Yep,
But-
yep.
Mom, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah. between, I mean, looking back at over the years of going trick or treating, yeah, it sucked. And I know most of you really can probably, relate to having Halloween during the week when it's a work day, a school day.
She's
You
very
want to,
true.
Very
true.
You want to have your kids have the most fun as possible, get as much candy as they possibly can at many houses, possibly possibly going to those homemade haunted houses that everybody loves to decorate their house with so many decorations, and just
Give the thrill.
give the thrill to the children and
The adrenaline
teenagers and get their adrenaline rushing and everything, and be either spooked, scared, or just laughing because it was funny, or it was fun to go through and they had the best time ever. And now this year, yes, with this whole pandemic deal, it's, people still want to have that, but they can't. And, we all have to be safe. We all have to, think of our health and our kids' health and everything. And, with this illness that's going around, we want everybody to be safe. But I think we can be able to do that safely, with trick or treating. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that still want to pass out candy and everything to trick or treaters, and I've seen many houses that have did decorations, and I'm very happy to see those houses that are decorated still have that Halloween spirit in them. So I think this year with Halloween, it sucks because it's on a Saturday, which I know everybody's been waiting for. To have Halloween on a weekend, to where everybody can party, dress up, go trick-or-treating, stay out late.
Yeah, it's very interesting to think that all these years, every year that I can remember, that it's always been on a school night. There's never been and schools don't celebrate Halloween because technically it's not technically a full official holiday. It's just something that we all celebrate to celebrate. I mean, sure. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad or anything. I'm just saying Dia de los Muertos, right? I don't know how to say it fast or in Spanish. I'm sorry.
Hey.
We don't speak Spanish here.
I don't know what he said.
Dia de los Muertos. Or something like that.
Day
of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
It's English standard. I'm just trying to involve every episode.
Right, exactly.
But the Day of the Dead, that's a tradition, and that's technically Halloween goes off of the Day of the Dead, but it's not technically the Day of the Dead because the Day of the Dead is May 5th, right?
November
Cinco de Mayo.
2nd.
That's May 5th, sorry.
What?
Cinco de
Mayo.
Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is
May
5th, right? That's what I was like. When is the Day of the Dead?
Day of the Dead. I do believe it. I could be wrong. Now,
That's
don't
good.
quote me. It could be November. I believe it's November 2nd.
Well, we're having an official.
Can be wrong.
We're having an official lookup right now to see when the Day of the Dead is. But yeah,
So,
I mean,
but if you know,
did you find the date?
Comment before I say it. Y'all got 5 seconds to comment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay,
That was like 3 seconds.
Okay.
I'll give you an extra 2
Right.
seconds.
Okay.
2, 1. All right, pens
All
down.
right.
Comments away.
Put your keyboards away. The answer is it starts October 31st and ends November 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So technically, so the Day of the Dead, I'm not if you are, if you do celebrate the Day of the Dead,
Don't feel insulted.
don't feel insulted because that's tradition. That's what you guys do. That's fine. We don't
Exactly.
we don't personally do it, but we know that it's
Right.
real and we know that everyone does it. It's fine. But
In fact, if you do have a different tradition than us on terms of trick or treating and Halloween, tell us in the comments. Tell us what your different traditions are.
yeah,
if you
let
do
us know.
Yes.
something different.
Please do so.
Yeah, if you don't trick or treat, you guys have something else you do, like go see a movie or something, let us know. Give us ideas what to do on Halloween and stuff like that instead of trick or treating. Like, just give us some suggestions. But yeah, but it's true, like what my mom was saying, how this year happens to be on Saturday. Like, Saturday, a Halloween on a Saturday, like, it's never been seen before. Because if it was on a Sunday, people probably wouldn't care because it's like, well, the next day we gotta go to school or work or college or wherever the case may be. But for this year, being in a pandemic and then all of a sudden Halloween being on Saturday, like, that gets everybody going. Like, why? Like, why did it have to be 2020, the year where so much has happened, and then it takes away a day of joy that some of us may find enjoyable, you know? like it sucks, you know, for especially for all those families out there who know that they've been waiting for a Halloween or even just a holiday to celebrate with family on a Saturday. Like, it's tough, you know, especially when it's not an official holiday like Labor Day or something, you know, something where everyone takes a day off. But again, Saturday, it's a holiday that everyone just likes to celebrate just for fun, or traditionally, not trying to make anybody mad out there or anything like that. But it's hard to see families go from seeing years of no Saturday Halloween to all of a sudden a year where we do have it on Saturday and we can't do anything about it. No fun, no nothing. It sucks, you know. But if it means to keep everybody safe and healthy and clean, I will happily oblige by those rules and terms. Because like I said, you can still go out, still get candy, still get a movie. You know, theaters are open now too. Just stay safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, stay clean. You know, just and go see a movie or go out to dinner. You can still, there's still a lot of things to do. Just because trick or treating has been taken out, it doesn't mean that you can't do anything. You know,
You can still have fun.
you can still have fun. There you go. Like, eat candy, go buy candy. Like, let me suggest something. Five Below. Now that place has
Not
got
sponsored.
yeah, no, we're not sponsored. Not sponsored. No sponsor. We're not sponsored
No
yet.
sponsors.
But if y'all want to go to get some good candy and lots of it, Five Below has got tons of like movie theater box candy. Yeah, a movie theater is like $5 or like $8 from what I've seen before. Over there, it's $1 for a box of like M&Ms.
Even
like,
for a 5-pound bag, it runs $3 to $5.
so if y'all want to do some like candy shopping, eat some candy, watch a movie, go to Five Below. Not sponsored, but go to Five Below.
Please sponsor us. We love you. We
Five
love
Below.
you.
We love you. Five Below. We love you. Sponsor us. But Halloween doesn't have to be over just because they said trick or treating is no longer available. So what? Trick or treating is no longer available. Yeah, it sucks, and I do agree that you can't dress up and go out.
But you
But
can still dress up
you
at
can
home.
still dress up at home, have fun with your family, take pictures, post it, #Halloween 2020. Like make it fun. It doesn't have to be all of a sudden just stop because you can't go out and grab candy. Like I said, Five Below's got tons of candy that you can eat for less than $20. If you have a $20 bill, you can go over there and get 100 pounds of candy versus a 5-pound bag for $25 at Smart and Final or something. Yeah, not sponsored. But we're going to be talking about that as well a little bit later on in another episode. We're going to be talking about candy prices and stuff like that and how we think that they've gone so much inflamed. Like prices have inflamed in candy prices, but that'll be it for another time.
Throughout the years, yes.
Yeah. So, but for this episode, I believe that we have spoken about what we wanted to, and we hope that you all have enough encouragement to go down to the comments and let us know anything that you think about. What do you think about the trick-or-treating of 2020? What do you think about it being canceled? Do you think it is canceled? What are your plans for Halloween? Let us know.
Yeah.
You guys have
And
anything
give
else?
any ideas on what we can do to stay safe and still be able to take our kids out to trick or treat and have fun and on a Halloween day, Halloween night, that's on a Saturday.
Yeah, let's say Halloween was to be open again. Trick or treating comes back stronger than ever. Like, is there any tips and tricks? Like, do we bag candy? Do we hand out candy with gloves? Do we set out a bowl and just say, please take one? Hopefully no obnoxious Jack the Skeleton comes by and robs it all.
None
You
of
know?
the trick-or-treaters that just like to take all the candy and leave none for the rest.
Exactly.
Me. But moving on.
We all know we all be tempted to grab the whole
Right?
bowl of
Just
candy
take
and
all the
take
good
it.
candies, but
But like
gotta
I said,
think of others.
yeah, please think of others if y'all are gonna give out candy or just set out a bowl of candy, and hopefully that there's trick or treaters that come by. All you who do trick or treat, please be considerate. Don't steal the bowl of candy, please.
Stay safe.
And stay safe.
Don't
stay
forget
clean.
to wear masks.
Exactly.
6 feet apart.
And the
hand
and
sanitizer.
the best thing about Halloween is that you can wear a mask that's scary. You don't even have to wear a face mask if you don't want to.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, everyone, stay safe, stay clean. We hope that you enjoyed this podcast episode, and we hope to see you walking with us in the next one.
Yeah.
And I am your host, Alex,
And I'm your other host, Eva.
It's been good, guys. Jess.
and we will see you in the next podcast.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.